Hi, it's DJ Veronica reporting for Hollywood Connections with Donnie's on 106.1 FM The Heat. And I'm here with Angela Posillico. How are you doing today?
I'm good, and thank you so much for this opportunity to be interviewed.
Of course. Thank you for meeting with us today. You are the CEO and founder of Miss International World and Miss Latina International.
Yes, that is correct. I've been doing this pageantry I've been doing for about over 27 and a half years. But I started Miss Latina International going back in 2003, and it did so very well that it evolved into Miss International World, which we've been doing that since 2011. And everything has just kind of snowballed, so we're very, very happy now that the World pageant has really become a great success along with our Latina side.
That's awesome. How did you start these companies?
I started these companies because if we go back to my beginnings, I really was a singer. Okay, I graduated the Juilliard Academy of Music. I was opera trained and I performed, but I also worked for the cosmetic industry for over 27 and a half years, and I used to get a lot of models and pageant girls that would come up to my counters and, ask me to do their makeup for their pageants. They used to say to me they need a lot of help, and all these girls were like just drop dead gorgeous, and I used to look at them and say, you have to be kidding. And that's how I got into the industry. I did a lot of makeovers for pageants, state pageants, national pageants, international pageants. And then I became a director for 5 years for the Mrs. Globe organization, which was really a fantastic opportunity. I worked with a wonderful, wonderful lady by the name of Tracy Campbell. And then when I came to Florida, I decided to work with the Latina community because it was very big here. And then I went out on my own, and that's how I started Miss Latina International.
Awesome. So what would you say is the best part of your job?
I think the best part of my job is meeting these women and getting them to the point where we can empower them. I've seen so many of our ladies go on to become doctors, lawyers, nurses. Some of them have gone on to Telemundo to become reporters. One girl, as a matter of fact, started her own television company called Canasteel. Okay, that was Silvana Camargo. I've got another girl that's gone on to do a lot of national and international commercials. That's Jennifer Rosario. She's also been a philanthropist. So I think that's the best part of my job.
That's incredible. So what do these girls inspire you to keep going, or what inspires you to keep helping other women?
That's funny that you should say that, because there's a lot of times I'll get up in the morning and say, I don't know if I'm going to do this anymore. I'm getting a little older each year, and it is a lot of work. But then when, you meet these women and you see them go on to things, and you're able to fulfill a lot of their wants, desires, and their dreams, that is, you said something, that is the key thing that inspires me to keep going. And, every year when we do the pageant and, I stand in front of them and I see these beautiful women standing behind me and, see when they first came in to where they have progressed to, that is an inspiration in themselves. So I would have to say is when I get up every morning and put my 2 feet on the ground, there's a lot that inspires me, but that's the main reason that I keep going.
That's awesome. So I'm curious about Juilliard. How is it studying there? What lessons did you learn from there that you still use today?
Very intense, very tough. One of the things they tell you to do is focus. And you really have to focus on your studies. You have to put into your mind what your goals are, what you want to do, where you're looking to go. And I think that's one of the things that I learned from them. It was total focus, but very intense. And, they just drilled it in our heads that if you're going to do something, follow it through. Don't start it today and leave it tomorrow. So if I've learned anything, I've learned to focus from that.
That's awesome. And Juilliard, where's that located?
It's in New York City.
How is New York different from Florida for you?
Well, New York City, kicking around in that city for 27 and a half years, I love it. Didn't like the weather. That's the only thing I have a problem with New York City. One day it's cold, one day it's hot, and then you're below zero. But the city has so much to offer. If anybody is really, really looking to do a career, whether it be in the fashion industry, the modeling industry, the singing industry, just want to be an actress and going on Broadway, New York is where you need to be. I have to say this, it's a very, very tough haul. New York is not easy. It takes a long time to climb the ladder there, but again, if you've got the focus, you've got the guts, and it's something you really want to do, I highly recommend going to that city.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to be in the business that you're doing, or who is inspired by you and how you started your companies? What would you say to someone?
If they want to be in this business, again, decide on what your goals are, and whether you're going to get into pageantry, whether you're going to get into modeling, whether you want to become an entertainer, you've got to stick with it, okay? And find somebody that really inspires you, whether it's a current actress or a current singer or someone in your family. Look to see where they came from and what they did, and see how they followed it through, and that's what's going to make you successful.
That's good advice. So do you have any current projects you're working on or any upcoming projects?
Yes, as a matter of fact, this week we're going to be doing the 17th Annual Hispanic Women of Distinction Luncheon, which is absolutely fantastic. They honor 12 Hispanic women, which is great, and our girls are going to be in the fashion show. I'm the fashion coordinator for that. We have a promo cruise coming up to start advertising for our 2019 pageant on September the 8th on board Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line Grand Classica, which is the main sponsor to the pageant. We will also be doing a pageant and also a casting in Costa Rica that's going to be coming up. So we're going to be doing that with Intermodelo Magazine and Intermodelo New Faces. So we're very, very excited about that.
Yeah, so how can someone get involved with these projects?
They can contact us. We're all on social media. They can go on Facebook. They can contact me personally there, Angela Posillico, or look at our Miss International World, or Miss Latina International. They can also go to Instagram and get us there. We're on Miss International World. Send us a message, or contact us directly at our email at msintlworld@aol.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. That's all the questions I have today. But yeah, thank you, Angela. And back to you, Don, in the studio.